Well, hey, hello, how you doing? No, come on in, you're fine. Don't be afraid. Somehow you must have taken a wrong turn with the tour upstairs. If this is your first time wandering the catacombs, hello. And for the rest of you, you know where you're at. Demos and Dust, Tales from the Underground. I'm your tour guide, Darin Peacock. Each episode, here below the madness of the overworld, I share buried treasure, historic artifacts that have been locked away for many years. Some have never seen the light of day. So join me as we blow the dust off many rarities, including original music, historic performances, and rock and roll stories from the road. So let's get started. We've got quite a cast of characters assembled today. I'd like to have them introduce themselves. Everyone?
Hello, I'm Susan. No one likes me, but I need to get through college, so I'm here working on this show.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Cedric the Talking Cat. As long as I get fed, I'm fine. I'll work on this show and help this guy because I think he needs some help. But just remember, I need food, so feed me when you can. And don't be too harsh. I am the most interesting man in the world. Give me a beer, but not a Budweiser. I need Dos Equis, or something that sounds like that. Something that has Equis in it. Lots of Equis. Dos Equis. I don't know. I'll do this.
Oh, and hello, I'm Darin's mom. Sorry. Oh, I'm really. I'm back. I'm back. Gonna have some fun on the show. Gonna have lots of fun.
So let's get started. One more thing. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming tours. Now, let's turn it over to our director, Leo Batfish, and get this thing started. Leo, roll that intro.
This is Leo Batfish. Roll the credits.
Welcome back to Demos and Dust, Tales from the Underground. Relax, we're dressed casual today. I don't plan these tours to be chronological by any stretch of the imagination, but since this is the first episode, let's kind of start from the beginning. In the film documentary that I made back in 2007, my son Dylan asked me, how did I get started in music? We were sitting around the fire and I thought about it and I gave him an answer. So what I'd like to do first is dust off that VHS tape that's never been seen before and kind of get into a little bit of that documentary and that question. So let's do that right now. Roll the video.
What you're about to see is not fiction. It's the truth. I was there. Ha 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 ha. You need to trust me. Yes, you do. I am Mr. Anonymous. Ha 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 ha.
So, when did you first get started in music?
Well, I don't know. I guess I was probably about 12, 13. Saw the reruns of the Ed Sullivan Show and all those girls. And man, I thought this is a job for me. I was probably more into baseball, really. But I knew I had one of those guitars in the closet, and I thought maybe I'd learn how to make this thing sing. So, took a few lessons, but for the most part, just put on some old Beatles albums and just kind of learn on my own.
Do you think you'll ever give it up?
I don't know. I mean, I've had some knee surgery. I'm not 20 anymore. It's harder to recoup. I don't know. As long as I can stay healthy and not hurt myself too bad, I think I could probably play a few more years. I mean, I'm just trying to stay healthy right now. Ah, shit!
They say that talk is cheap and you know it's true. It cost me $15 just to argue with you. Well, I remember you when you were 12 years old. You was bringing a Bobby about the business you own. Well, burying the boys at the construction site, gave away free samples of your crystal light. the stories in the books you wrote. Well, you took the phone off the hook, you threw it into the lake. You caught a $20 dinner on a paper plate. Well, you threw it back, you said it ain't no fun. You want to hunt chinchilla with a water gun. Well, you're too cool to do about a golden rule. You want to do what you ever before they get you, mama. You're too cool, baby. You're too cool, baby. You're too cool. 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 Cool, 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 cool.
Welcome back to Demos and Dust, Tales from the Underground. So that last video had a song of mine called You're Too Cool, and that was part of the opening of this documentary I made called Still Flying High. Now, it was true, as I was saying in that video, that what really got me into music was seeing the Beatles on a rerun about 1971 when I was in grade school. I saw all those girls, and before I knew it, I was kind of interested in playing music.
Yeah, this is your dad. Remember I told you never end up amounting to be anything. We didn't listen to the television set for 17 years. Damn band was so loud down in that basement. Oh well. It all turned out all right, I guess. Carry on.
But actually, there was some interest that started far beyond that. There was an interview that was done back in 1999, and I think I've got somewhere in the archives here in Soulmate, we've got, do we have that VHS tape?
Well, of course we do, darling. Everything is all skippy and ready to go.
Good. Let's dust it off and let's see some of that interview from 1999.
My family, my aunt and uncle had a family band, and I remember we were like at some kind of camping trip, and they were playing in this tent. All my uncles and aunts and people I didn't even know, but I kept saying, "What is that you have in your hand?" And they said, "Well, it's a pick." It's my uncle, my dad's older brother. I love that pick. And I like the light on the Fender amplifier. That looks so cool. Wow, that is really neat. So then I decided, well, that's pretty neat. But, you know, I didn't really want to play music. I was into baseball. Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays, man. I wanted to be a baseball player. My mom one day said, "You want to play the guitar? Your cousins learned how to play the guitar." You know, they all played. My mom and dad didn't play. No one played. I said, "Yeah, I guess if you're going to get me one." And they got me a harmony. I took lessons, hated it. It was like, "Bye, bye, blues." And you know, and "Come on, Darin, play center field. Come on, we're playing baseball." No, you have to practice. About December of '71, Christmas time, I got two things that were like really influential. A chemistry set, and I got to learn how to blow things up in those little bottles and stuff, go into your cheese dip. And it's the Beatles' second album. Electrifying Big Beat Sounds by the Fab Four.
Yeah, great pictures. Beatles second.
Oh, yeah.
Little pictures, yeah.
I don't know why they bought that for me, but I liked the album, and I got one of those little turntable, little record player. And instantly I was a Beatle fan. And I remember my parents used to have parties, and they were a little older, you know, than the Beatle crowd, but they had some younger parents that were their friends, and they had Meet the Beatles there. And we used to, like, play pillow fights, like what kids do, and we used to always, "Hey, won't be long, yeah, yeah," you know, all that stuff. and had a good time. And that was our soundtrack. And some reason, it wasn't that I liked the way they looked or anything. I just liked that music. It was familiar to me, just like Roger Miller, same kind of thing. I saw Ed Sullivan reruns. Ed Sullivan was already off the air by 71, I think?
Yeah, like 71, 72.
Yeah.
Like that.
And they had a rerun of Shea Stadium. And I saw this. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 well, shake it up, baby, now. And I saw those girls. And I thought,
It took
wow.
years for the bootlegs to come on.
Right. And when I saw those girls and stuff, I thought, well, I have one of these in my bedroom.
That's a good job.
Well, kind of what Lennon said, you know, but I
Sure.
had one of those. It was like, and, you know, this is like puberty time, you know, pre-pube. So I got it out, and my friends had these people over. One guy used to play. I learned an E chord and an A chord and a B7. And it was like, the first song I learned was, the best things in life are free, from the Beatles album.
Sure.
Boom. And then it was cool.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Well, what a great introduction to Motown.
Yeah.
If you weren't familiar with it by then.
And the Beatles version, I think, is better.
Oh,
You know.
can't argue with that.
Yeah, my good friend Darin Bloomfield and I, we were just kids when we started learning how to play guitars and drums. And after a few years, we kind of got to where we could play a little bit. And we started sitting in with my aunt and uncle's country and western band. Before too long, we got our first gig, and it was at the Pilot Club here in Bartonville, Illinois. I think we made $15 for the three of us. It was Darin and I and my cousin Alan. But yeah, $15, first paying gig. About that time, I met my good friend Danny Light and found out he was playing guitar as well. I do have an archive. I think we keep it somewhere here. We need to blow the dust off of that. Do we have that tape? Let's go ahead and fire that up.
Yeah!
Leo? Can we do that? Leo?
Take time to introduce us. We have Darin Bloomfield, 12 years old, on the drums.
Yay!
Danny Light, 13 years old, on the guitar. I'm Darin Peacock, and I'm on the guitar. Oh, you guys. Next song will be an oldie but a goodie, and it's called, here, it's called Long Tall Sally. And, you ready, boys?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Well, our time here on the Demos and Dust Tour are about over. Please find your way back out of the catacombs and meet up with the regulars above ground. I'll leave you with one more artifact. This next one was originally written by Darin and Danny, but as a demo I liked it so much that I added a bridge and a few different words. I arranged the song and re-recorded it a few years ago, and I hope to put this out on an upcoming CD. This is Judy. Leo Badfish, play that video.
When I look into your eyes, I can't see. I can't see. Careless touch of your hand been hanging on to another man. Today, you've thrown it all away. Judy, where are you, Judy? You can't see the world around you. You can't see. You can't see. Innocence you left behind, where innocence you left you blind. Judy, you threw it all away. Judy, where are you, Judy? Judy, where are you, Judy? You lost again. Once upon a time I knew a lady, eyes as bright as a moonlit night, and a smile that stopped the rain from falling. The world you dreamt about